How do I make it smaller? Okay. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Yeah, finally got to work. This is how I did it last time, so yeah, I just told the Discord people. But how's your day going though? Going nice? Is my yeah, my mic's on. I mean, I don't have a dedicated mic yet. Can't. Can you hear me okay? Snap. Yeah, I can hear you, but it's kind of stuttery. Okay. Me. Let me just cancel out some of these tabs. It might be a RAM issue. Is probably what it is. Let me cancel out some of these tabs because I'm going to no. Oh no, I want to talk about that. All right. I'll just actually what I can do is let me just exit out all these tabs. I can just use one, honestly. Oh, don't worry, we're getting to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay, is it all right, is it any better? Went ahead and closed out all my tabs, except for the stream and Amazon. Is it any better? Yeah, I made sure not to look it up on my phone so it doesn't do that weird thing where it just echoes. Oh boy, that was kind of weird last time when it was messing up. It was echoing. Actually, what I can do, I can link my channel, so people can find it. They cluesed. Oh boy. Oh, it is echoing? Okay. Huh. Looks better. Let me try closing out Discord. Maybe that'll help. Alright, now I don't have... Let me go to Task Manager. Okay. XSplit's using a little bit of it. Oh, that's odd. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. So, I will wait a little bit longer. Wait about 2 more minutes, I should say. See if anyone else is gonna come, then we'll get started. It's too cold. Yeah, it's kind of cold here too. And don't worry, this time I won't sound like Tech Deals. That was the main complaint on the last one, was everyone was like, "Oh, you sound like Tech Deals." So I'll put my own spin on it this time. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. So let's get started, shall we? So, a lot has happened since the last live stream. I was gonna do this differently, but I actually now I thought about it in my head, nah, I'm gonna do it this way. Let's get the fails out of the way first. Let's get the things I don't like first. It'll load. There we go. All right, so hello everyone. This is gonna be my second tech live stream. The first one actually did really well. Well, somewhat well, considering my channel, but let's get this started. Let's start with this. This is the i7 9700K. This thing has 8 cores and 8 threads. Personally, I literally think that this is the most pointless CPU out right now. Well, the most pointless modern CPU. We could debate about other things, but in my opinion, this is the most... Yeah, this is the most pointless CPU right now, honestly, in my opinion. The reason why I don't get this is because if you want an i7, why aren't you getting the 8700K? Because that actually has... Because yes, that has 6 cores, but it also has 16 threads. So it's kind of a wash. Did I say 16 threads? I meant to say 12 threads, excuse me. The 8700K has 12 threads. This has 8 threads. In terms of pure performance, this is 5% faster, maybe? That's about it. Yeah, that's the most you're gonna get. I mean, it's nice if you're looking at a chart, I guess, but honestly, I don't know why the CPU exists. I mean, I understand why it exists, because they need an i7, they need to fill the gap between i5 and i9. But this is so... Like this CPU feels like Intel is just doing it because they have to, CPU. I really don't understand why the CPU exists. I really don't. I $400. Oh Lord, what is that? Oh, extensions. That's okay. I don't want to use that now. Anyway, I don't really get why the CPU exists. I really don't. But let me know. Do you guys think that the 9700K is pointless? Next up is this thing. I used to think that these CPUs were just as pointless. Because in my opinion, Because my opinion at the time was, well, I mean, why wouldn't you just go for the i7? And that's a fair point. If you have the money, I would get an i7 8700K over this. But people told me that this CPU makes sense for the person who wants the performance of Intel and they're not playing AAA games. Oh, okay, fair enough. And even then, most games actually don't need more than this. Which is true. Most games actually don't need more than this. Games still run fine on a 4-core 8 thread. And that's a fair argument, guys. That is a very, very fair argument. Here's my problem. Because if you're only playing esports titles, okay, yeah, fair enough. Oh, it's out of stock. Okay, what is it on... Actually, I didn't pull up Newegg. What is on Newegg? If it was my choice, I would get an A700K, but I understand people have budgets and other things, and they're not playing AAA games, and the AAA games they are playing are probably older or something. Yes, most gamers should get the nice... Okay. Got some motherboard bundles here. Okay, no, I would not put that board on an 8700K. Oh, Lord, I would never put that board on an 8700K ever. That is... No, Newegg. Newegg, why? Why would you... Yeah. But, now let's talk about what all y'all came here for. The brand new i9 9900K. This was the CPU. The CPU makes me laugh, honestly. Because people were kept saying over and over and over again, in my Discord, in other people's Discords, everywhere, this CPU is a pointless thing that no one should buy. Unless you're the 0.1% of people in the world that don't care about value and you want the highest game performance you can, and you don't just game. The fact of the matter is, I don't think CPU, I don't think Intel marketed this correctly. Because, honestly, if you want the best gaming CPU in the world, there you go. Because even then, the... Oh, Lord, I messed that up. i7 9600K. Because in my opinion, I think... Actually, most of you shouldn't buy this. Why? This is such a good deal. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Wait, that's... Uh-huh. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't buy the Ryzen 5. Buy the Ryzen 7. Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. I literally just stumbled upon this just now. Wow, that is an amazing deal. Wow, I'm on the fence here. Because this right here, this deal right here changes everything. Wow. I remember this chip being this, like, only a little bit cheaper than this on Black Friday. That is amazing. That's an amazing price for an 8-core, 16-thread CPU that you can overclock easily to 3.7 gigahertz. Wow, that's... Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Um, if this isn't on sale though, the Ryzen 5 2600 is all you need. It's a 6-core 12-thread chip, runs at 3.7, 3.8 out of the box, I believe. I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen the specs, but it's a really, really good CPU. Once this goes bye-bye anyway. Because at this price, I think no one should buy this. Because this is a 6-core 12-thread chip. This is an 8-core 16-thread chip. And I know people are going to argue, oh well the 1700 versus the 2600 isn't that good for gaming. You know, and the 2600 is just better for gaming, right? Yes, it is, but not by much. I mean, sure, it's stock, yeah. But if you overclock this to about 3.7, 3.8, the Ryzen 7, the Ryzen 5 2600 won't be that much more powerful. It'll only be like a couple frames per second, I believe. Now then, let's go. You guys want to go over motherboards first? Oh, snap. I completely lost my stream. I lost my stream. Is this getting uploaded now? It says it's live, but I mean, is it still live on my channel? I hope it is. Okay. Oh well, it's still recording on oh boy. Well, stream's not working anymore, so I'll still finish my argument. Why not? Z390. This is the new platform that Intel has released their 9th gen CPUs on. I wouldn't buy a Z370 at this point. I would buy a Z390 board. I wouldn't buy this one either. No. The power delivery isn't Power delivery on this board won't. If I were looking at an MSI board, the lowest point that I would go... No, I wouldn't even get that. Well, actually, the lowest point I would go is about $200. Like, this right here, like, this is like the absolute lowest I would go. Even then, I wouldn't get that. I would get the... Where is it? The lowest board I would personally go for is the Gaming Pro Carbon from MSI. That is the lowest point I would go. I wouldn't get anything lower because, I mean, if you're going for a 9600K, no, I would still buy a premium board. Because that's the whole point of Z390 and this platform is you want premium. Now then, let's bring up this board. Yeah, let's bring up this board. I'm gonna show out ASUS for this, for that board. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Don't buy that board. Just don't. Just don't buy that board either. Those boards, no. Someone asked me about this board. About that one. I actually wouldn't buy that one either. Because at that point, you're missing the whole point. You're dropping features on a platform where it's all about features. I wouldn't. The board looks nice, but I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't put a 900K on that. I don't recommend the 9700K. If you have a 9600K, okay, fair enough. But I wouldn't. Let's talk about this. I'll talk about that board first. And this board. Where is it? Maximus 11. Ah, here we go. The Extreme motherboards. That is a great board. That is a really, really great board. I actually wouldn't mess with the... I mean, most of these have the same great VRM. It's just the problem is that you're still cutting features. I wouldn't buy that board. Okay, the boards I would just outright not buy are the entry level, like this one, the Z290UD, because these actually literally cannot handle a 900K. They just can't. The PC Pro, those boards, they can't handle it. So I just wouldn't even touch those boards because those boards are not good. Oh yeah, I forgot the Z390 Taichi. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to talk about my build in a minute because it has changed. The plans for the channel in general has changed. I wouldn't buy this board. Not for this because you need power delivery. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't touch it. And all the reviews I've seen on this board have said that with a 900K overheats. So it's really hot because the 900K. All right. Before we keep going with this conversation, I want to talk about this board. This is quite possibly the most insane motherboard I've ever seen. Literally has every single feature in the world, and it even comes with the capture card included. That's wow. The only problem, as you can see, well, it was $600. Now it's $565. It's an amazing motherboard. It's just, in the power delivery, oh my god, it's so good. But it's $600. I mean, if this was like X399 or X299, which I'll get to in a minute, I would understand. But this is Z390. Like, like most people that buy Z390 aren't even going to care about these things. Like, most people that buy Z390 aren't going to care. I mean, it's amazing. But if we take a look here, if we compare these, oh, excuse me. Most of the stats on here are the same. I absolutely adore this board, but the problem is I wouldn't buy it. But I can't buy anything at the moment, and we'll get to that. Asus, what? Like, seriously, what is going on with Asus lately? They're like, because their power delivery, honestly, on this board is not good. I mean, the board is still fine, but it's just, they're trading on the brand name at this point, because now, because the board itself is mediocre, and people are starting to realize it, and the thing is that Asus still make good boards. The, see, it has two M.2 slots. You know, it's all there. I/O is really good. I would actually take that MSI board over this. They even made um they even made an EATX version for, again, $600. Well, actually, the MSI board is less expensive than this. Let's see, what do you get? Don't tell me they cut you down to one M.2 slot. What? So you're telling me all you get is a bigger board and an LED indicator? Oh, well, you get a DIMM 2 module. Get a live dash LED thing. Oh, you gotta be. It only comes with two SATA cables? Okay. Nope, I wouldn't even. But did I say USB drive? It comes with a, yeah, it comes with a free USB drive. Oh my god, that's funny. But they only cut you down to one M.2 slot. Oh, they still give you two. Oh, it's under the, so it's under the heatsink? I mean, it's under it's under that heatsink. It's, Loris Master, this is the board that so many people I know owns. They love this thing. And I'll be honest with you, it's a beautiful looking board. It's a sexy board. Look at that RGB. Get RGB everything, and then we'll be. Nah, I'm not even gonna say Christmas on your desk. That's Tech Deals' thing. But wow, you're gonna have a light show on your desk. You're gonna have a light show on your desk, guys. The VRM is great. The heat sinks are actual heat sinks. They're great. Really good heat sinks. All the M.2 have shielding on them. Really, really great. They look nice too. I really like this board. I really, really like this board. It's a really great board. Now, $300 is kind of expensive. I'm not saying for, like, I'm just saying, like, in general, it's just expensive for a motherboard, but wow. Look at the I.O. Oh, it comes with a back plate. Okay, that is interesting. That motherboard comes with a back plate. Alright, we got clear CMOS power. The I/O shield is included. I'm glad that they do this now. Like now it's standard that every month that hopefully Azeroth gets on that, because it's the only thing like the I/O shield isn't on the motherboard, but comes with 4 USB 2.0 ports, two 3.0 ports, um, 4 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports, 1 Type C and 1 Type A, and we get an HDMI port for the integrated graphics. And we get our audio jacks. Personally, I wish this board had more USB 3.0 ports. I mean, I really don't understand why they loaded this thing up with 2.0s right here, but great board though, and it's really nice looking. It's a good motherboard. Personally, I would just get the Master, or I would get the cut down version of the Master, which is the Ultra. I forgot the difference, but I think there's only like one difference besides looks. But I mean, it has the same good VRM. I mean, the VRM heatsink isn't as good, but it's a good motherboard. Would I put a 900K on this? I mean, the VRM could support it. Personally, I wouldn't. I would actually get the Master board. But, still a really good motherboard, though. Alright, time for a Gigabyte's turn. Oh, this is the X399 board. I thought I grabbed the C390 version. Oh, well, we could talk about X399 now. That's good. We can talk about X399 in a minute. C390 Taichi. Very nice board. Only problem is it doesn't come with the heatsink, the I/O shield attached, but comes with 7 USB 3.0 ports. You have a clear CMOS button. All of these are 3.0s. I really like this. I wish that other board manufacturers only did 3.0 at this point. And we got a Type C port, of course, and we have HDMI and display port, and we have Ethernet, and we have our audio jacks. And I really like the look of this board too. It's really nice. And we have 3 M.2 slots like the other boards. The power delivery is really good. Power delivery is actually really, really good. I really like this board. I really like ASRock boards in general though, because they're, you know, they get the job done. I already talked about that. Gaming Pro Carbon, this is a great board. I really, really like this board. Now, this board only has 2 M.2 slots, but that's not going to be an issue anyway because of the way that Z390 handles PCI Express lanes, which basically what that means is that I believe the first M.2 slot runs through chipset and the second one goes to CPU, I believe. I don't remember. Someone can leave me a comment below on that, but basically, to run at their maximum speed, they have to run to the CPU and not through the chipset because that's slower. And even MSI has gotten their built-in I/O shield that looks really nice. That's a really nice looking I/O shield too. 2 USB 2.0 HDMI DisplayPort. Only 4 USB ports. Oh, 4. Oh, so 6 USB ports. Okay. They also got our audio jacks here as well. And Intel Gigabit LAN. It's a really nice mid-range board. And a PS2 port for keyboard and mouse if you still have one of those for some reason. Good VRM, good RGB down the side and right here. Dual power connectors. This is a really good board. This is basically a cut down version of the Godlike. 3 M.2 slots, really good VRM. Good looking VRM. Let's look at the back of this. 4 USB 2.0 ports for some reason. 4 USB 3.1 Gen 2. Really, really good motherboard. Really good CPU deal, guys. Really good CPU right there. 9900K. If you want the best, there it is. If you want the best, you're just going to have to pay for it. X399. Now let's talk about this. This is a high-end desktop platform. What that means is that this has more PCI Express lanes. Remember that thing I told you about the Z390 boards? This has more PCI Express lanes than Z390 and X370 and X470 on AMD and Z390 and Z370 on Intel. Oh boy. This board has 3 M.2 slots that can actually run at full speed, by the way, because this is an X399 board. Now you can see here it comes with 8 memory slots. Well, you would ask, well, why do you need 4 on each side? Quad channel memory. This kind of memory runs faster than a consumer platform. Most people don't, most applications and such won't care. What is this who is this platform for? This platform is for someone who wants to do professional video editing and photo editing and all that kind of stuff because it earns you money. Otherwise, honestly, I wouldn't bother with this platform. I mean, you do get more USB ports, which is good. You get nothing but USB 3.0 ports for days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 USB, well, 8 USB 3.0 ports, a USB 3.1 Type-C, and wow, this is a really great. But what CPU is this, you may ask? This one. The Threadripper 1950X, which is, wow, it's out of stock. Wow, it was an amazing price for a while. would buy one for no, not that amazing price, because it was $500. That was an amazing price for this thing. You could also go for the 2950X, which is a faster version, for $879. That's actually a really good deal. 59.9 Tai Chi, really great board. But let's talk about my situation and my build and all that. We got the overview out of the way, and we got the update out of the way for the stream. So, I actually, hold on, let me go get it. I forgot to think about it. Yes, this is a motherboard I'm holding in my hand. Let's go over this first. So, pretty basic looking motherboard. This is the H81 M-C board from ASUS. This is the board that I'm going to use with this CPU right here. Let's put that down for a minute. By the way, no, this isn't the Ryzen. This is an i5 4590. Oh, I forgot. This is an i5 4590. This is a 4-core, 4-thread CPU, and it runs at 3.3 gigahertz base speed, and I'm going to see how good it is compared to this crappy Pentium CPU. This is all I have right now. And there have been people that have been generous. I'm thankful to you. And I also have the cooler for the CPU as well. Now, I need... Okay, but anyway. So, why am I telling you this? Well, because recently, actually today, I'm probably going to lose my job. Yes, I did get a job, by the way. I was unable to get there today because the person who was originally going to take me to work was didn't have any gas, and I didn't have any gas money for him because I spent my money on my friends with my gas to give them gas money, and also so I could get myself some food because I'm hungry. I have to eat. And so I tried to contact people, good friends of mine, and they were all either busy or they had to work as well and they couldn't take me. So I might not even get my check for next Tuesday. So if it's at all possible, I'm going to put my Discord in the description below, and we can talk about it further there. But in a nutshell, I don't really need much. All I need is just RAM and system RAM for these DIMM slots right here. 2 slots right here. I would like 8 gig because there's actually 8 gigs in this machine right here. But I don't want to match memory because I know that's an issue, and I know I don't want to go through that. So I need new memory. And also, this machine is a built machine. Well, not built machine. It's a pre-built that my mother bought a couple of years ago. It's really old. It's really slow. And yeah. I also have another machine over there, which is a compact computer from like 2010, 2012 or something. Had Windows XP on it. Doesn't work anymore. Power supply crapped out. Because when I mentioned it, someone said, "Oh, just take the power supply out." I wish I could. But that power supply crapped out, and this computer actually doesn't run on a power supply. It runs on a laptop power brick. So as much as I would love to upgrade this machine, I can't. So I literally have to build a new machine. So that answers that question some may have. Another thing is, like I said, I don't have any funds right now. If any of you have, a power supply that you don't use anymore, or, any power supply, if you have a power supply you don't use, this uses DDR3 RAM, so if you have DDR3 RAM you don't use, if you have an old video card you don't use, I would like to have it. If you can't, I totally understand. I'm not kidding either. I don't want to take your stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's just these streams aren't good because of this machine's limitations, because this machine has a 2-core 2-thread CPU in it and single channel 8 gigabytes of RAM, because the stream earlier went into, I looked it up, it ran into CPU issues and RAM issues because my CPU was running at 100% and my RAM was like at 60%, 70% ish. But yeah, I thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that this turned into a video instead of a stream, and I'm sorry it ended kind of sad, but it's very appreciated. I'm so glad that people are watching my videos, watching my channel. What am I going to do in the future? Well, I don't exactly know yet, because I have to hear back about my job situation, and hopefully that works itself out. Thank you so much to the people who were very, very kind when I talked about that situation. But make sure you press the subscribe button, like the video if you liked it. Please provide me feedback. That is the one thing. I am very open to feedback. I'll take any feedback you guys can give me. Anything that can make these videos better would be very, very appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.